All right, guys. I had to finally come back and get this stuff situated. Let's see if this is working. Is this thing even working properly? Is it? Is it not? What is going on? Why is it? It feels like I'm not seeing the right thing. Unless it just started streaming like 30 seconds into what I was already doing earlier before that. So maybe it's just a little delay and whatnot. Let's see if it's fixed. Yeah, yeah, it's doing it. It's going back. Oh my god! So you push that live button and it's still going to capture everything that you were doing like a few seconds before that. Oh, so that's too funny. All right, let me cut that out real quick. So I had to break out of what I was doing before. I was supposed to have my review and my discussion about uh, the box office with Doctor Little Bad Boys and all Fleabag and all that all in one video. But because of the technical difficulties that was going on my end, with me forgetting to plug my dying laptop into the wall, and it being on the other side of the house, I just had to call it and go from there. So sorry about that, and I promise I'll never do it again. Now, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about Fleabag. Now, Fleabag was something that wasn't on my radar at first. I heard about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to watch this. It doesn't look all that great. Uh, and then I was introduced to the Miss Waller. What's her name? Ambrose. What is her name? There, the lady who plays Fleabag. Why do they call her Fleabag? That's not her name. A young woman living in London. Fleabag's sister. That's not her name in the series. What's her name in the series? Fleabag's character, Fleabag character name. Do they ever say it? This is why the lead character Fleabag doesn't have a name. They never said it. I didn't realize that. How Fleabag got her name on Amazon's hit show. Where did the name of the show series Fleabag originate? They never said her name? The actress and showrunner explains her character's origins and reveals the scene that was too raunchy as Emmy-nominated approach Vanity Fair. Fleabag. Fleabag is a okay. That's weird. I thought I'm like, wait a minute. They said her name before, but now that I'm thinking about it, they never did. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Fleabag is a British comedy drama television series created by and written by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who also stars in the title role based on Waller-Bridge's one-woman show she performs in 2013, which I didn't know. It was originally produced by the Two Brothers Pictures for digital channel BBC Three in a co-production agreement with Amazon Studios. Waller Bridge plays Fleabag, an angry, confused, sexually ferocious young woman living in London. Sian Clifford and Oliver Coleman also star. Andrew Scott joins the cast in the second season. The program frequently breaks the fourth wall, which is what I love about it, and providing internal monologues and a running commentary to the audience throughout. That's the one thing I really like about it, the fact that it would break the fourth wall. You know, she would look right in the camera and be like, "Ooh, oh my god, oh my god, we're about to do this." So, so this is a very damaged young lady. She's living in London. She's got this weird relationship with her older sister. She's got an even weirder relationship with her father, who's recently widowed. Their mother, his wife, passed away, and they're just dealing with the drama of that. Um, Being that Fleabag herself is very, like you said, very promiscuous and is always jumping into relationships, she has issues with sex. So she explains that it's not about the actual act of having sex; it's just everything that leads it to it, everything around it, especially the drama that's around it that she's addicted to. So she's like almost like a borderline sex addict. But when she breaks the fourth wall, almost the way that Deadpool does it. If you like Deadpool, you will love this. Now, the first time I was introduced to Phoebe Waller-Bridge was when she hosts Saturday Night Live. And I was like, yeah, she was funny. I like her. And, she was really really funny. But I was like, oh, that's the person who created Fleabag. That's interesting. But I still didn't want to see it. Let me explain to you what really made me want to see it. When she got another Emmy, I guess for the second season, and when former President Barack Obama gave his list of his favorite TV shows or movies and TV shows that are out there, and Fleabag was on the list, and everybody was saying that's funny. That's funny that he said he likes that show, that he watched it, and then she had to acknowledge that that she was happy that Obama said that he likes a lot of things. What do they make a big deal about it? And then on the very first episode, you'll see that there is a scene. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it. You can YouTube it if you want. Where she shows that she is let me put it like this, a fan. Now this is a sex addict, borderline sex addict, on a very promiscuous girl. So I'll just let you fill in the blank what I could be talking about. If you haven't seen it, then she goes out of her way to show that she is a fan of Obama in a very funny way. And if you have seen it, oh my God, how funny was that? This was the first episode. It kind of set the tone. I was like, that's why Obama. So Obama was pretty much trolling her, like, yes, I've seen that scene. Yes, yes, we love the show. How awkward is that, though? And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But for those who have seen the scene, how awkward is that? Like you tweet, and I'm just gonna mention the show. Michelle, come on, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And she just does it. Michelle was like, why you always messing with people, Barry? But it was funny. It was funny that he acknowledged the show. If you haven't seen it, this is one of the reasons why I love this series. You should watch it. Now, I binge watched on Amazon Prime season 1 and season 2. After watching season 1, Joy looked it up and she was like, "This is the girl who was the showrunner, the pretty much for the first season of Killing Eve." That's why Killing Eve has a lot of comedic tones and very funny and the way clever in the way it was written. And I could see that now. Even the breaking the fourth wall, it's almost Fleabag is almost a character. If she was a psychopath killer, would be almost the exact same character from Killing Eve. It's that eerie, and I could see it. I'm like, yes, that makes sense. No wonder she's getting all this acclaim. Why she got Saturday Night Live and all that stuff. I saw it. So I saw season 1. I immediately had to watch season 2. And you see how self-destructive, like I said, she is. Um, Not all of it is her fault, but it's all mostly her doing and her responsibilities. The weird relationship that she has with her sister and her sister's husband, was a creep. And they're one of those asshats who I'm talking about the brother-in-law, the sister's husband. One of these asshats who, and I knew a guy like this when I worked overseas. Very over the top, very inappropriate. But his genius was that from the moment he meets you, when he introduces himself to you, he's going to say something inappropriate. It's going to be just crazy. If you don't check him right there on the spot and be like, hey, you don't know me like that. You don't talk to me like that. That's disrespectful. If you don't check him, or even worse, if you laugh, you've pretty much given that person permission to do it forever. Then it's like, hey, lighten up. You knew how. Why don't you have a sense of humor? Like you got to check these people from day. When you meet somebody on the very first introduction, and they're on the opening introduction, they say the most outrageous, crazy stuff, and they wait for you to give that laugh and laugh it off. They're one of these psychos who's trying to get you to lighten up. No, what they're really doing is setting the stage to do worse in the future. And you can't blame them anymore. You knew how it was. They're asshats. Trust me. And I knew a guy like that, and it was an asshat. And you mix that up with a family that's as complicated and complex, and you got a woman like Fleabag as self-destructive as she can be on her own. But then you got an element in the family that's just that's that vile, and just it's like, oh man, it's like it's Deadpool is like one of the greatest things that I can point to because he's like an anti-hero. You don't approve of everything that he does. Now you don't approve of most of the things that Fleabag does too in this series. But as she's doing it, when you see the things that are worse out there, like this brother-in-law character, and how people treat her only based on the mistakes that she makes and whatnot, a lot of it is her own doing. Most of it is on her. But how her crazy family reacts, the brilliance of this writing, and how funny as hell as it is, you always find yourself, even if you don't agree with her lifestyle, you find yourself rooting for her each and every time. You understand that she's probably not going to be the type that's going to settle down, find love, and whatnot. You don't care. You don't care. And every bad thing that she does, you still root it on. No matter how bad it is. It's weird. It's weird how beloved and weird Fleabag is. And I'm talking about this show overall and the character herself. Because everything around her, even the things that are supposed to be quote unquote normal, are all effed up as she is. She might be the only normal thing that's in this crazy world, this seemingly normal world that's around her. And as flawed as she is, probably the person you feel the most sorry for and you want to root for, you hope for. And you find out, oh man, she did that. Oh, that's bad. Oh, but I hope you learn your lesson, kind of a thing. And she just has you in stitches the whole time. Each and every episode, it just got better and better and better. As destructive as it is, there's no morals to this thing. There's no life lessons that you're going to teach my daughter from this show. But if you're an adult and you want to watch this, you're going to love it. You're going to be like, even if you don't agree with the promiscuous lifestyle, even if you're to each his own, live and let live, you're conservative, liberal, don't matter. There's something in there for everybody because it sheds a light on everything. Like people who think that they're well, there's a saying, especially in the African American community, where people say, you know, what's in the dark will soon come to the light. That is heavily themed that woven in throughout every episode because it all eventually comes out at the bite you in the butt, um, and all her the mistakes that she's making. Even the mistakes that she's doing to herself on purpose, and she knows that they're bad. She's gonna do it anyway, kind of in self-destruction mentality. You still kind of cheer for her on and root for. It's a very weird and complicated show. And here's another thing that I'm happy to share that you should go check it out, but be cautious. It was only meant to have one season, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge said that she was going to leave it as a one and done, but then had a brilliant idea for the second season and decided to power through. Now that the second season is done, she said the same thing. It's done. She said she has a multi-deal with Amazon to make more shows. But when you have deals like that, and I forgot there's another person that also has a similar deal, but that's a deal to just create new content. Now you can make one series and get like five. Everybody's like a 5 series deal. You can make one series and make 5 seasons, or you can make 3 seasons with one, or 2 seasons with one show and 2 seasons with another, and one and done, and one and done. But it's just as long as it's a minimum of 5. So she has a deal like that with Amazon, and she's decided to only use 2 of her, whatever her deal is, for Fleabag. So that Fleabag is technically done. You're only gonna get 2 seasons, but the way it wrapped up, you only need. There could be a third season. There's more I wish they could have done, but at the same time, there's no real like happy ending type of thing for this type of a character. So ending it on a so-so kind of a thing where that's a wrap. I could see it ending right where it ended at the end of season 2 was well done. It was good enough. So and you will like it. You will feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of it. You will be fulfilled. But if I was to tell you after seeing it that there's a third season, you would want more. You would like if there was a third, fourth season, or if this was an ongoing thing, you would not be disappointed. You would be looking forward to it. But knowing that it's wrapped the way it's wrapped, you're like, okay. I can see that. I don't usually like that. I don't like starting a new show unless I know that I feel that it's going to have at least a second season, and hopefully there's a future if there's an audience for it. This one has an audience. This one is getting the award, but she's ending it on a high note. Can't be mad at that. You got two good seasons out of it. She didn't get canceled. She decided to stop where it was at. Fair enough. So look at it as a movie. Fleabag Part 1, Fleabag Part 2. You will not be disappointed. The characters are weird. They break the fourth wall. You're in on the joke. It's always hilarious. It's always entertaining. And as bad as she is, this character that is called Fleabag for some reason, as bad as she can be, you still find yourself rooting for her for some weird reason. And I wish Phoebe Waller-Bridge all the luck. I can't wait to see what she does next. I'm really looking forward to season 3. Have you seen Fleabag? Are you a fan of the show? What did you think about how it ended? If you were to come up with a season 3 or where to move forward after the way it ended, let me know where you think she would be in a year or two from now, or whatnot. Where would she be in your imagination? Let me know. Put it in the box below. And until next time, guys.